Good group of young guys, and hopefully staff does a great job. Obviously, we're going to watch the tape, and we're all going to see the same tape, but they do a great job of finding out what makes each player tick, and they do a great job. I mean, with our schedule, and hopefully every year we're trying to play a 20-game season, you're going to need those guys, and we don't really look at these players as practice squad players. We just look at them as an extension of our roster, and a bunch of guys over the years that have started out on the practice squad, whether it be a Nazi Johnson or Jack Cochran, and last year Matt Dickerson. So every year we're going to rely on those guys, and we've just been fortunate that our coaching staff does a great job, again, not just with the starters, but they do a great job of coaching up the young guys on the practice squad, because it's not a matter of if but when. We'll need them throughout the course of the season.
All right, let's hear what the call is.
Oh, Rippon was past the line of scrimmage. That was
Trent's all over that one.
He had to have been a good 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, 3 or 4 yards.
Hopefully we break the streak here. I think every year I've done a preseason game, the opposing team has scored. So
better in the preseason, right?
I'm hoping our defense
there are 2
can
fouls
make a big
against the
hold
offense
here.
on the play. Holding number 69. That penalty's declined. Illegal forward pass number 11. It's a 5-yard penalty plus a loss of down. Bring up 4th down.
It gets the field goal count, so I'll take it.
Brett, I know this is a tough time of year because you guys are going to have to say goodbye to some guys who come and work their tails off for you. Just talk a little bit about how challenging this week is, given the level of commitment these guys have given to you in the offseason.
Yeah, every year is different in regards to the composition of our roster, but you have guys that in some cases they've been on our roster for years, and in some cases they've joined the roster in the spring, but they put a lot of dedication, a lot of time, and every roster cut is always a tough time for us because we bring in great people, and it's always a tough time or harder on us, I should say, to see great people go. So every year is the same, and we always have tough decisions, but again, it's just part of the process.
32-yard field goal from Santos, the former Chief, that extends the.
And at the same time, our college guys are all over the country right now, and they've probably been to schools multiple times already. Again, getting with the staff and getting with their contacts there, getting caught up on the next senior, junior class, and at a certain point throughout the fall, we'll get together and start kind of blending the pro and the college. But really, it never ends from both the pro and college side.
So even though the college season hasn't started yet, they've already been around in training camps and starting to get evaluations.
Yeah, for sure.
Big return for the Chiefs. Showing off the speed, McCole Hall.
They'll spend about a week or so with us at training camp, get a flavor for our team, where we are, what our needs are, and then right from there they'll head out and they'll hit the college training.
Well, we want to give you a chance to talk a little bit about your staff, because I know those guys work so hard to help you get the right information to find the right players.
Yeah, and I really think it's part of the reason why we're so successful. I mean, we have a great roster. Obviously, we have a great coaching staff, and our coaches have been together for a while, but very much the same case is with me and my personnel staff. I mean, we've been together for a long time. Mike Berganza, our assistant GM, I'm sure will have a great chance and opportunity to be a GM next year. On the pro side, Tim Terry, and then on the college side, Mike Bradway, Ryan Nutt. I mean, they just do an amazing job, and beneath those guys, we just have a bunch of really talented individuals and scouts that work their tail off.
We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to keep GM back in time to show you and your ability on the football field. All right, let's go. Let's go to the tape here.
Let's do it.
We got Matt Nash
and Brian Westbrook, so that was a lot of fun back then.
Oladokin just has to get rid of it, feeling the pressure. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
We maybe had to get that play off of VHS.
I think you did, for sure.
Definitely
long
VHS.
Time ago. Yep, long time ago.
Hey,
Matt Nagy could sling it.
Yeah. Putting the 53-man roster together. You got the practice squad, and you've got your 53. Obviously, you don't want to see injuries happen. We saw an injury happen to Morris earlier. All that stuff comes into play when trying to put your pieces together. Just tell us how it all begins and how you guys come to that final number.
Yeah, so really since the first day of training camp, our guys have been graded by the coaching staff, and we kind of log that and monitor that, and certainly the games carry a little bit more weight. I think we're in a pretty good spot this year because we kind of like having the Thursday game. We have a few extra days to sit back there and get with the coaching staff, but after tonight's over, we'll get with the training staff first, and we'll go through the injuries and see who's healthy. From there, we'll again grade this game. We'll get with the coaching staff tomorrow. Once we break with the coaching staff, we'll take all their notes, and then usually Coach and I will get together, and then after that, Coach and I will get together with both Matt on the offense and Spags on the defense, and we'll go through some of the last roster positions and throw our thoughts out there, and then kind of work together as a group to figure out the best 53.
And in today's NFL, the cap is such an important part of it. How does that come into play when you're figuring out, final spots? I know you guys are in good shape cap-wise, but we just talked earlier about, getting Creed Humphrey signed, and, from a number standpoint, does that come in to play quite a bit, or not as much as people think?
Yeah, no, it does. I think, we do a great job, and Clark allows us the flexibility to, always go out there and field the best team. We're always conscious of that. We're always aware of that. And I think Trent probably comes more into play with other players from other teams that are out there.
Right.
And so if there's a trade, a lot of times teams may be looking to move a contract more so than a player. And so it's just a matter of where we are and if we can get creative with that contract and make it work. But again, just like I have on the college side and the pro side with the scouting staff, I got a great, salary administrative staff with Chris Shea and Jack Wall. So again, it's a bunch.
That's off the Bears.
That's
going to be first and goal. Ariza with the nice little wedge inside the 10, and then off the Bears, and it sets up first and goal.
So we'll get with everyone, and it's really a collaborative process, and everyone has a say here, and that's the cool thing.
Brett, we really appreciate your time. Of the last couple of preseasons have been coming off winning a Super Bowl. What the heck? Do it 3 times in a row, my man.
Yep, thank you guys so much.
Oladokin in the shotgun. Carson Steele to his left. Oladokin completes it. McCole Hardman dancing at the 5, brought down inside the 4-yard line. Gain of 6 for Hardman, the Super Bowl hero. Game-winning touchdown in overtime. Tell you one thing, we've talked a lot about number 21, Jaden Hicks. We're going to talk about steals of the draft the Chiefs have had. That guy may be on that list next year when we look back at this season.
He definitely has. He's been a part of special teams. He's been standing out on defense as well. And another standout, especially on this drive, has been McCole Hardman, who's fighting for a roster spot as well.
Picked off. Red zone turnover there for Oladokin. Reddy Stewart with the interception.
Well, Chris has had a really good preseason, but that time he just stared it down. He looked right where he was going the entire time, waiting for it to break. And as a defender, unfortunate after getting the ball in good field position to turn the ball over in that situation.
Lead the Chiefs 10-0. Just about 11.5 minutes to go till halftime. Chiefs preseason football is brought to you by ACP, the official supplier of digital office technology for the Kansas City Chiefs. For more information about all copy products, go to acp. Inside their own 10-yard line. Rippon looks to his left, and that is complete. Brendan Bates makes the catch, and Jaden Hicks makes another play. 4th-round pick out of Washington State. And Webster, a little shaken up on the play. Webster's made a few plays here in the first half for the Bears. Jaden Hicks, they love his versatility. They love his ability on special teams.
Personal bid throughout the preseason. He stood out from the very beginning. In training camp, whether it be special teams or at safety. The other players and the coaches have taken notice since day one. He's been bringing it since day one, and he continues here tonight.
Well, every year before I come to training camp, I always reach out to Matt McMullen, and he's the first person who kind of tells me his thoughts. And boy, he was gushing about Jaden Hicks, and this guy is already really having an impact on the team. Second and 8 for the Bears. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bayless Jones in the backfield. They give it to Jones. And Jones will be brought down just across the 15-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. I think that was Bozeman there, 55, who might have been in on the stop.
Well, that's one of the guys I mentioned at the beginning of this game that I wanted to keep an eye on. Cam Jones and Bozeman, 2 guys that have made an impact, 2 young players that have made an impact, not only in special teams but on defense. And Drew Tranquill was very complimentary of Bozeman early in training camp about how quickly he's been able to pick up the defense. And it's translated to these preseason games as he's been making a lot of plays.
He has. Last week he had 7 tackles, second most on the team last week against the Lions. Rippin, he's going to tuck it and run. He's got some room to work with. Will pick up the first down before he slides at the 27. There is a flag, however, back at the 12-yard line.
Holding. Offense, number 60. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. Replay third down.
I can't believe the Bears have a guy named Bill Murray on their team. I mean, Bill Murray might be the biggest Chicago sports fan ever. He's going to call and make a reservation. He's like, you have a reservation for Bill Murray, please?
Right there, right
No
guard.
offense, you're going to be a little disappointed when he shows up and not the actor.
Well,
Third and long for the Bears. Rippin from his own end zone. Now he's going to step up, dump it down. Jones the catch and forced out of bounds. That's Cole Christensen who forced him out of bounds. 48 it is. So good job there by the Chiefs defense. It'll force a punt.
well, big holding call pushed them back inside their own 10 and not able to recover from his Chiefs should get good field position here.
Kadarius Toney from his own 45 gets to the outside and brought down at the 40. A flag comes in late. Let's see what the flag is all about. Now, for those of you that were with us week 1 when we were in Jacksonville, we sent Matt McMullen on a little adventure to the pool in Jacksonville. The question is, where is he now? Once we get this figured out, when we come back from break, we're going to find out where is Matt McMullen tonight.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 29. The 10-yard penalty. First down, Kansas City.
Curtis Jacobs guilty. All right, there's Matt.
GEHA drum deck, 9 stories above the field. This was created in 2019, literally elevating one of the great traditions in the NFL, beating the drum right before kickoff. Various community leaders have done this, former players, coaches have done this. I'm looking for the mallet guys. Maybe they'll let me do it. I don't know. We'll see.
You may get tackled, Matt, if you start beating the drum in the middle of the game, though. I don't know.
That's Carson Steele. Look at him just rumbling inside the 35 to the 31-yard line. 18 yards on the carry. This guy's already beloved. He's only been in the
Special teams plays, and now he's just running guys over and hurdling guys and quickly becoming a fan favorite.
Give him the football again. Here he goes. Carson Steele breaking tackles with the stiff arm. Inside the 10, the 5. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown Chiefs. Carson Steele, 32 yards. Welcome to Chiefs Kingdom.
Undrafted Carson Steele.
Awesome. You see Mahomes look like he wanted to run out there and hug him.
Off, and he's able to get to the second level, rips through the arm tackle, rips through the second arm tackle, and then how about a handful of stiff arm.
Scoring plays are reviewed. At Ball State, ran for over 1,500 yards and 15 TDs. Then he wanted to raise the level of competition.
The runner was Allen. It'll be first and goal from that spot.
Come on, Cleat.
Come on. I feel like I want to boo as well, but that'd be very unprofessional.
Right.
Yeah, so then he decided to go to the Pac-12, and Steele played his final year at UC. Well, he's in the game. It's first and goal at the 1. I mean, you got to give him the ball. Steele to the right of Oladokin. First and goal at the 1. To give to Steele, and he's in for 6. Touchdown Chiefs. You never know it's a preseason game. It's rocking in here right now.
Yeah. The goal line for a well-deserved touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the extra point, and the extra point is good. The Bears lead is now 10-7. This social reaction is brought to you by T-Mobile. It's true. With him, I assume Crocky J's not allowed on the plane, right? He may be the... Let's take a look at the Sleep Number scoring summary. 3 plays, 50 yards. Just 67 seconds needed. Steele got to practice the touchdown celebration twice.
That's right. That's right. Well, and it's only fitting all 3 and all 50 yards were all Carson Steele.
They were. Tyler Scott on the return, tackled from behind at the 30. Flag on the play on the far side.
The kickoff failed to land in the landing zone before the ball we placed at the 40-yard line. First down, Chicago.
All of us getting used to the new dynamic kickoff rules. It's got to land between the 20 and the goal line in the landing zone.
And getting in the end zone, 3rd carry of this drive, paying it off in the end zone.
Ripping all day, and he'll get it to the sideline. Peter LeBlanc, the rookie, makes the catch. Every time I see Carson Steele, it makes me go back to remember the Titans when Ronnie Bass came into the game for the first time, and he flipped the lineman. He's like, "We got ourselves a football player." I feel like with Carson Steele, it's the same deal. You got the long hair. All right, Jacobs is shaken up. Clock stop here with 7:28 to go till halftime. And Carson Steele going around giving.
Got to go give the offensive line some love. Smart.
Spoken like a quarterback who knows a thing or two about making nice with the offensive line.
Even dap up the starting offensive linemen that aren't dressed out. There you go.
Yeah.
Tooney, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey.
He'd like very much to run behind those guys, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
All right, hopefully this is good news here. Curtis Jacobs out of Penn State, able to walk off on his own. Second and short for the Bears. They lead by 3.
Well, and that's why you're so selective about who plays. You know, young guys trying to make the roster, you know, of course they've got to play. But that's the 3rd guy we've seen down. 1 for the Bears getting carted off, and 2 for the Chiefs now.
Wheeler, no place to go. Well defended by the Chiefs. Jaden Hicks makes another play.
So that's your other argument right there. You brought a couple of young guys standing out.
Pretty nice to have a couple of rookies have this much success in the preseason. 3rd and 3 for the Bears. Chiefs showing pressure. Ripping in the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Ripping, and it's incomplete. Looking for John Jackson. Jalen Watson in coverage for the Chiefs.
Chiefs bringing 6 up at the line of scrimmage, but only rushing 5, going man cover.
Corliss Waitman to punt for the Bears. Nico Remigio hoping for a chance at a return. That's a really high punt. And Remigio, fair catch just outside his own 10-yard line. There is a flag down after a 42-yard punt. Flag at the Chiefs' 19-yard line on the far side of the field.
During the kick, holding, receiving team. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down, Kansas City.
There's Dave Tobe, special teams coordinator, assistant head coach. Had a very special summer. Been with Andy Reid a long time, but when he wasn't with Andy Reid, he was the special teams coordinator fame, and Dave was able to be there and see him inducted, and he wanted to make sure that we mentioned that Clark Hunt and the Chiefs were very gracious in allowing him to attend during the middle of training camp and providing him with transportation to and from Canton so that he could be there, because that was a special moment for him and his family, and Devin Hester obviously going in the Hall of Fame.
And really for every guy who's played special teams, right? To now have that kind of recognition, the ultimate recognition.
Right, and maybe that opens the door for guys like Steve Tasker, right? Who long-time, multiple All-Pro special teams player, who many have for a long time wanted. You know, Slater, who just finished his career in New England. He's the guy that, you know, been to double-digit Pro Bowls and All-Pros, and so you know, with Hester going in as a, like I said, not a kicker, not a punter, that could open the door for some other guys that are they're well-deserving. And I know Dave Tobe was very complimentary about Hester and the type of worker he was, and obviously now a Hall of Fame player.
3rd and short. Bailey now to the right of Oladokin. Imani Bailey, the rookie out of TCU, now moves to the other side of the quarterback. 3rd and short. Oladokin looks quickly, and that is caught. It's enough for a Chiefs first down. That's Justin Ross with the catch. Gain of 6 on the play for Ross.
Well, that's what you hope you get.
Mahomes, Chris Jones, Carson Wentz hanging out, seeming like they're having a pretty good time. 1st and 10. It's Bailey with some room. And Bailey breaks the tackle. And Bailey. Good run there for Imani Bailey. Gain of 11 on the play.
Bears bringing tight end, allows a lane direction with that, and very efficient run, breaking the tackle to pick up the first down.
He had a great career at TCU. He averaged over 100 yards per game last year. Finished with 1,209 yards and 8 touchdowns. This time, no place to go. It's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. Hey, Chiefs fans, you can be here for live NFL action all season long. As the official ticket marketplace, home or away. Find tickets today. 2nd and 11. A little more than 3 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Oladokin with time down the field, looking for McCole Hardman. Too much on the throw. Oladokin so far 8 of 12 for 57 yards, and that one costly mistake in the red zone where he threw the interception.
But he has played well this preseason.
He has.
You can see a difference between last preseason and this preseason, and whether or not the Chiefs decide to keep 3 quarterbacks on the roster, but they will keep a 3rd on the practice squad. So whether that's Oladokin or Ian Book.
And look at that guy right there. That's as good an impersonation as you'll ever see of Andy Reid. I mean, he's got the whole thing. He's even got the hardware. He's got the 3 rings. Oladokin, blitz is coming. Moving to his left, now to his right. He's going to take off, throw it downfield. Tony's there. Oh, but broken up at the last possible second. That's a great play defensively. Adrian Colbert. Thought the Chiefs had a big play there, but Colbert hustles here, gets there last moment to knock it away.
Man, really good play by Colbert.
Ariza on to punt. Ariza this preseason averaging 46 yards per punt, 40 yards on the net. It's a good-looking boot all the way back to the 10 for DeAndre Carter. Hicks misses him, and Carter gets it out to the 27-yard line. Let's take the Chiefs' first 4 drives had 53 yards combined, and with him in there, they went 50 yards, and he had all 50 of the yards on the drive. All right, Bears with it, up 3. 2:36 to go in the first half.
Well, they got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
Tyler Scott the catch. That's a good tackle by Jalen Watson in space. Jalen Watson former 7th round pick a couple of years ago in the 2022 draft, and he's been a steal. He has been a big contributor for the Chiefs. A guy who started his career at USC, then was completely out of football, and then got back into football, and the Chiefs are grateful he made that decision. In his career, he's played in 32 games with 8 starts. 6'2", 197 pounds, got great.
Nào ngon nhá. Không là em ăn. Em nhấm rượu ấy. Em nhấm rượu. Đây mẹ sắp xong rồi. Đợi mẹ một chút nữa thôi. Chút nữa thôi. Vừa hành đấy. Ơi xong rồi, rửa sạch đồ các đi ơi. Lát nữa mẹ nấu nhá.